Hey everybody, Elder Douglas, DJ Douglas Jacob with you here today. And I just wanted to give you another nugget because it tastes good. Kingdom thinking, what is it? Well, it's different than earthly thinking. When I'm a young boy and I never saw my grandmother or grandfather on either side because I was the sixth child. My mother had me at 35. So by the time, they went to be with the Lord early in their 50s or 60s, they were gone, and my brain wasn't developed. I don't have memory of them. But my grandmother, my earthly grandmother on my father's side, who was Chippewa, and my earthly grandfather on my mother's side, who was Navajo, when I see them in the kingdom, first the kingdom of heaven, because when you die, you go to heaven, right? If you're washed in the blood only, not if you're just religious or just, say, oh yeah, are you a Christian? Sure, there's a church on their corner. We're Methodist. Not that. But if you're washed in the blood and you go to heaven, well, that's the kingdom of heaven. And it's not an earthly kingdom. So your grandmother's not going to be your grandmother. She's going to be your earthly, she's going to be your kingdom sister. When you see your grandfather, he's not going to be your grandfather. He's going to be your kingdom brother. Your biological brother, kingdom brother. Your nephew, kingdom brother. Your great-great-grandmother, kingdom sister. If they're in the kingdom, if they're washed in the blood. Okay, so now that we've established that, then what's going to happen? Revelation 21:22. I'm always telling you to read that because it's important when I'm teaching about the kingdom. And that's what this series is about. So in Revelation 21 and Revelation 22, the kingdom of heaven literally and physically comes down. It's the new Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve is going to be Eve is going to be there. Moses the prophet, Noah the prophet, Daniel, all of them is going to be on earth because John said, I saw heaven coming down. And so those same relatives are going to be in heaven, which is a waiting place until heaven comes down on earth. Now, is that symbolic? Did heaven come down on earth when, you got born again and you're on earth? So no, it's physical and literal. Jesus said that several times, and the angel said in Acts chapter 1, verse 8, why are you looking intently into the sky? The same Jesus that went up that way is coming down in that way. Well, how did he go up? In a physical, literal body. So how's he coming down? In a physical, literal body. Sorry about my hair sticking up. My hairstylist is on the south side today. But anyway, kingdom thinking. Your grandmother is going to be your kingdom sister. Your dad is going to be your kingdom brother. Because they asked Jesus about that. Lord, whose brother will she be? Who will be her husband in the kingdom? Because the Jewish custom, they married their brothers. And Jesus answered saying, none, neither. Because there's no marriage or giving in marriage in heaven. Jesus died at around 30. Everybody says 30. Some people say 33. Well, the Jewish people know that men don't really start to mature until they're around 30. So he waited until he was mature fruit. And then he went up. So when people are in heaven, do you think a little aborted fetus is going to look like an aborted fetus? Do you think your grandmother, who was 98 years old and maybe lost her skin in a fire, is going to look like that? No, they're all going to look around the age that Jesus was when he went up, around 30. That's my kingdom thinking message today, as opposed to earthly thinking. I'm DJ Elder Douglas Jacob, and Lord bless you. Love you, church. The gates of hell shall not prevail against you.